Hey kids, what time is it?
What time is it?
It's community conversations
It's community
time.
conversations time. That's right. From the beaches of South Florida to the hills of Tennessee, from New York to Hawaii. Tell your friends that community conversations is about to inform the next generation with news, without fear, and educate them without opinion.
And if we're in South Florida and Costa Rica, welcome to all of you.
This 1 hour forum deepens connections, and it provides discussions on a range of topics including social emotional issues, improving relations with law enforcement, post-secondary education, careers, health and wellness, politics and race, inclusion and equality.
Focus on an initiative. Case in point tonight, you all were speaking about gun violence. Since I've been growing up, that's been a thing, especially living here in Florida.
Community Conversations, where it's all about highlighting the talented youth in our communities and the great things that they are
in
doing.
terms of encouraging women's involvement in civil rights activism.
Community Conversations.
Good evening and happy Friday, news lovers. It's 7 p.m. and I'm Abigail Gloria Manderson.
And I am Langston Roundtree, and you're tuned in to Community Conversations, where youth voices grab the mic, flip the script, and remix the headlines like never before.
We're not just reporting the news. We are breaking it down with heart, humor, and a whole lot of youth power. And tonight's show, let me caution you, it will be packed with gems, so much so that we might flow over a few minutes. But I'm sure you won't mind, because this is Community Conversations, and you'll always be satisfied with what you get.
Yep.
With just days before Turkey Day, we will have a report from the grand opening of Get Refreshed Med Spa in Riviera Beach later in the show, as well as a lineup that truly shows that Community Conversations is all about. This crew is locked in, fired up, and ready to roll.
Most definitely. Well, and now, on to the news of the very own Mordecai Anderson takes his story to the skies.
That's right, Langston. Palm Beach County is about to take flight, literally. Tomorrow, the skies will come alive with excitement as the community gathers for Flight Fest. Lantana takes off, a dynamic aviation day celebration at Lantana Airport. Designed to spark curiosity and celebrate the wonder of flight, this free event invites families, students, and aviation enthusiasts of all ages to experience the thrill of the runway up close. Hosted in partnership with the KOP Mentoring Network's Soaring Eagles Aviation Program, Flight Fest will feature hands-on activities, live demonstrations, and inspiring encounters with local pilots and aviation professionals. The goal? To ignite youth interest in aerospace careers and showcase the legacy and future of flight in Palm Beach County. The event highlights included our Meet the Pilots, where you can hear real life stories, explore aircraft interiors, and ask questions about the journey to the cockpit. Drone demonstrations, where you can watch expert operators perform aerial maneuvers and learn more about drone safety and tech. Aircraft showcases, where you can view static displays of small planes and experimental aircrafts. Flight simulators, where you can test your skills in virtual cockpits with realistic flight controls. And finally, the Youth Zone, where you can enjoy paper airplane contests, aviation themed crafts, and STEM activities designed for young explorers. Admission is free, with optional donations supporting the KOP Network's youth aviation and STEM programs. Students from Soaring Eagles and other aviation initiatives are especially encouraged to attend. Flight Fest is more than an event, it's a launch pad for dreams, said organizers. We're building pathways for youth to explore aviation, connect with mentors, and imagine their future in the skies. This very exciting event is brought to you by United Way of Palm Beach County, Swan Ministries, Boynton Aerospace and Science Academy, Delray Beach Police Department, and Be Well Palm Beach County. and I will also be there too. For Community Conversations, I am Mordecai Anderson.
Thank you, Mordecai, for that sky-high story. Now, this December, the Omicron Delta Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporate invites you to a night of elegance, impact, and celebration at their 35th anniversary awards gala, Blue Renaissance, a legacy reimagined. The event takes place Friday, December 19th, 2025 at Aloft Delray Beach, with the VIP blue carpet reception at 7 p.m. and the program beginning promptly at 8. Community Conversations' Jasmine Wright will tell us about the organization that has been impacting their community for more than 3 decades.
For 35 years, this powerhouse chapter has reserved Delray Beach, Boca Raton, Boynton Beach, and South Palm Beach County through scholarships, youth programs, and community uplift. Now, they're honoring 5 local residents, 1 public servant, and 1 organization whose work has transformed lives across the region. Inspired by the spirit of the 1920s and the brilliance of Black intelligence, the gala will blend Renaissance grandeur with Zeta royalty. Attendees are encouraged to wear formal attire in regal blue and Renaissance-inspired fashion. The evening will spotlight the chapter's signature initiatives, including the Extraordinary Crowns Blue Review and Z Hope programs, which support youth achievement and community wellness. Proceeds benefit the Zeta Pearl Foundation Scholarship Fund and outreach efforts. Tickets are $175 for general admission and $200 for VIP. Sponsorships, ads, and donations are welcome to help sustain this legacy of service and sisterhood. To learn more or to reserve your seat, contact Chapter President Valencia Spells Anderson at odzpresident@gmail.com or Anniversary Chair Marty Lovely at martylovely@gmail.com. Join the movement, celebrate the legacy, empower the future. For Community Conversations, I'm Jasmine Wright.
Get ready, because the Blues are coming back to town in a big way. From December 26th through the 31st of 2025, Kaiser University will be alive with the rhythm and soul of Fernando Jones's 7th annual Blues Camp in Florida. Gloria Nell Manderson has more, and I will be attending, by the way.
The soulful sounds of the Blues are about to shake the walls of Kaiser University once again. From December 26th through 31, Fernando Jones' 7th annual Blues Camp Florida returns, brought to you by the KLP Mentoring Network and the Blues Kids Foundation. This tuition-free national acclaimed program is open to young vocalists and instrumentalists ages 7 to 17, from beginners to advanced players. Auditions are now open at blueskids.com/earlybird, but spots are limited, so do not wait. I repeat, do not wait. Blues Camp isn't just about learning music. It's about legacy, pride, and giving young people a stage to tell their story through the language of blues. As founder Fernando Jones says, Blues Camp is more than music, it's movement. For Community Conversations, I'm Gloria Manderson. You got that, Gloria Manderson. Mark your calendars. Sunday, December 7th, 2025 at 2:30 p.m. The stage is set, the mic is live, and the question is real. What would Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. tell us about our responsibility as citizens and leaders in America today? This isn't just about a speech contest. Let's listen in as Sebastian Janvier tells us about this call to action.
Let me back up. In a world that often underestimates young people, this is an event where young people from elementary school to high school will step up, speak out, and spark changes at the 2025 Dr. MLK Oratory Competition in Delray Beach. This dynamic group of youth will flip the script to honor Dr. King not just with quotes, but with courage. They will take the mic and tell your truth about justice, leadership, and what it means to build a better future. This event is more than a contest. It's a platform for transformation, says SGT Oscar Leon, Vice Chair of the KLP Mentoring Network, the event's organizer. When young people speak with conviction, they don't just echo Dr. King's dream, they expand it. Finalists will deliver their original 300 to 500 word speeches before a panel of community leaders and change marketers. Cash prizes and recognition await, but more importantly, so is the chance to be heard, remembered, and respected. This event, which will be at the Vibrant Arts Garage, is powered by the City of Delray Beach, the Stephen B. and Robin J. Green Family Charitable Trust, and a community that believes in the brilliance of its youth. For more information to get involved, visit klpmn.org or call 855-KLPMN-91. Repeat, 855-KLPMN-91. For Community Conversations, I am Sebastian Janvier.
Now, on to serious business. Are you tired of hearing that the news is always negative? Yeah, same thing for us.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's not the whole story. Community Conversations flips the scripts with real story, good vibes, and major inspiration. Straight from young changemakers in your community and around the world. From STEM breakthroughs to community glow-ups. We spotlight everything that mainstream media misses. So, know someone who needs a fresh perspective? Text them, call them, slide into their DMs. Community Conversations is live, loud, and ready to play. This is your news, your voice, your moment. Don't scroll past, press play, and pass it on.
First time rolling with us? Welcome to the squad. You just tuned into Community Conversations, the youth-powered podcast that's been serving up unfiltered, unstoppable, and unapologetically uplifting news for 5 straight seasons. And guess what? Season 5, not even season 5, season 6 just dropped, and we're coming in hot. I'm sorry, I still got those Oreos in my head. I'm so sorry. We're talking about real stories about real young people making moves in classrooms, on courts, in communities, and all over the globe. If it's youth-powered, youth-led, or youth-driven, or straight-up youth-inspired, we're on it. Community conversation. My apologies. So don't scroll past. Make us your Friday night vibe, whether you're kicking back at home or rolling with your crew. Hit play and let the good news flow. Community conversations, where youth voices lead and the world listens. Season 6 is 5, so let's go.
All right, fam, you know what time it is. Grab your tea mugs, loosen those belts, and get ready to be schooled, stuffed, and slightly roasted like a turkey. Because Mr. John and Mr. Ciron are coming up next. And while the turkey's in the oven, these two are serving more heat than a Florida sidewalk in July.
Even though it's November.
Yes. With them, never know what's coming out of the bag or a casserole dish. From parenting tips to political zingers and a eulogy for the voicemail era, RIP to leave a message after the beep. They're serving wisdom with a side of undefeated dad jokes, though they've probably been defeated now. The takes, bold. The stories, unfiltered. The delivery, sharper than your grandmother's carving knife. So buckle up, Gen Z and beyond, because the grown-ups are clocked in, tuned up, and ready to remind you why experience still runs the show. And next week, Mr. Ciron will be making his rounds. One plate, one home, and one story at a time. This is Trending Now, where wisdom meets wit and the elders get their shine. Let's roll.
When I move my body just like this, I don't know why, but I feel like freedom. I hear a song that takes me back, and I let go with so much freedom. I'm gonna get, 'cause it's my freedom.
Brother John, what's happening, man?
What up, what up, what up?
Hey, man, Jeremiah gave us my microphone tonight, so we're good. he on the ball. John, say hi to Sigma, man. We got brother Eric in the house.
Hello. How you doing, Brother John?
Good, man. I won't hold that against you.
Yeah, you
being a Sigma, man. I won't hold that against you.
Now, for those who don't know, Eric is brother Eric Range is our chief CEO, the executive director he's the chief of staff for our mayor of City of Riviera Beach. Excuse me.
You got your drink there.
I've been drinking. Hey,
it's non-alcoholic, folks.
It's a beer.
Ginger beer.
Ginger beer. Okay, I thought that had me going. Anyway, we're here at the Get Refreshed grand opening here in Riviera Beach, and I ran across Brother Eric, and I just wanted him to come on and so he can see what young people, Brother John, are doing from around the country, but not just around the country, right here in our gateway to the Gulfstream City. So this is what we do on a Friday night, man.
Man, listen, he pulled me in here, and I had the pleasure of watching the last segment, and listen, I was just floored by it. Whenever our young people are stepping up to leadership,
Jeremiah,
roles,
why don't you bring them in? Bring them in, Jeremiah.
Yeah,
bring them in.
To hear this, listen, young fellas and young women, I am just through the moon floored at what you guys are doing. Listening to you guys, presenting the news in your city, in your schools, representing your town, your city. That's so important. We here in Riviera Beach just inaugurated our first youth leadership council. So just like we have our city council who makes decisions for the city, we actually elected a board of youth council, and they get to make decisions on behalf of youth in our city. And I was telling him about some of the other efforts that are going on here in our community where young people are stepping up and they're telling the story. They're telling the story from their perspective. They're telling the story about what's happening in their community, what they want to see in their community. And listen, I just cannot commend you guys enough. I love what you're doing. Keep up the great work. I'm hoping to get my kids involved as well.
In fact, you're going to, hey, guess where he's going, PJ? Guess where he's going in a few days on vacation?
Yeah.
He's going to beach. Guess.
I'll be down in Jamaica and seeing what's going on after the
the
hurricane and making sure everybody is all right. We've been doing some efforts here in the city. Actually, I'm gonna give up my seat really quick because we got an impromptu guest as well, man. I would love you young folks to meet the mayor of the city of Riviera Beach, Mr. Douglas Lawson.
All right.
Oh man,
Mr. Mayor, this was unplanned. Wow. But you have
y'all are big time.
You have some of your residents,
and he's on that duty. That's crazy.
Right now, but you have folks from all over the country.
Okay, excellent. Good evening, everyone. How are you guys?
Good.
How are you?
You know, it's really impressive of how you're doing mayor and you're doing dad duty while also being on the podcast at the same time.
Listen,
it's kind of impressive, I must say.
You have to learn how to multitask in this role. Be flexible to do anything. So I'm glad to join you guys tonight. And my little girl Aaliyah says hello. Today is her 11-month birthday.
Wow.
She'll be one in 1 month from today.
Aaliyah, time has flied. Man, time. Wow. Look at you. Hey, you're a national TV girl.
And everything.
Hey, John started walking, right? John, guess what? This is the youngest guest we've had on the show.
There we go.
Yeah. It starts with you, girl. Starts with you.
So how's everybody tonight on this conversation?
It's going good.
What's the topic tonight?
News from around the country.
Excellent. All right. Well, I'm glad that I could join in.
We have a lady here, a teacher from Palm Beach County, who's going to be on later on. She I talk about a revolution in education in her private school. So she's going to talk about that. And we have another brother out in Oklahoma. No, he's in Colorado. He was a sergeant major in the Army, and not just a sergeant major. He was over the Army band.
Wow.
And he's also a former CEO of the Taekwondo National Association, went to the Olympics. So he's going to be joining us. Excellent. And then the brother here, who is Jacob. Yeah, he's going to be joining us tonight. And then we have the mayor of Riviera Beach on now.
So if I can give you guys a quick update on what's happening in our city. We just recently approved our youth council, which is a council for our young people, 14 to 18, to serve in a capacity of an elected leadership position, to learn about governance, to learn the different roles of from mayor down to leadership of staff of all the city roles. And that was the first 3 years that we've had. So we inducted 15 and appointed 15 new young people that applied from all over Riviera Beach, and they are the inaugural class. So we're honored to have them and really teach them about government now. And hopefully we'll be able to, create and grow some new leaders of mayors, city managers, and fire chiefs and police chiefs. That was honestly an amazing accomplishment, and partnering with our youth group for the actual Inlet, who created a news team and a news outlet team. So they're partnering with the youth council as well. So that's just one of the amazing things the city's doing in addition to all the development that's happening.
These young people, will they be covering your commission meetings, council meetings?
They've already actually given us 4 different news reports that they've done, covering the youth council and covering some of the development and approvals.
That's all right. Well, Mr. Mayor, this is not the last time. This is just the first time you're doing an intro, but we want to have you back in the new year. In fact, we would love to have you at least quarterly to give an update what's happening in the city.
Absolutely. I'll have a full report next time. Make sure I can give all the details.
Aye, sir.
Good to see everybody, and keep being amazing, guys. Thank you.
God, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Brother John. So what's going on, man? What else going on?
Man, it's unseasonably warm here, at least. I know it's not South Florida weather, but it is 70 degrees and it's almost December. So it is kudos to that, because it was a little cool here the last couple of weeks. So, but man, holiday season, right? We got, Thanksgiving right around the corner. And so here we are. It's kind of that sprint from Thanksgiving all the way to the New Year. So it's kind of hard to believe it's already November 21st.
Hey,
so.
You were in Dallas last week. How are things in Dallas?
Man, not well. We did not win the game, but yeah, no, the trip was fine. This is my first time actually at College Station, so Texas A&M.
Okay.
So yeah, 108,000 people in the stands. Crowd was crazy. Competitive game. So yeah, it was a good trip.
Well, brother, you just never know who you're going to run into places like this. And tonight we had a chance to not just the chief of staff, but we also had the mayor of Riviera Beach, which was very good, very good. Anyway, John, tonight we welcome a leader, this brother whose career spans the military. He's been in the music industry and the Olympic stage. Brother Bruce C.K.W. Harris is a retired Sergeant Major of the United States Army. He's a former senior producer of the U.S. Army Band, Pershing's Own, and he's a distinguished executive in the world of Taekwondo, having served as CEO of USA Taekwondo and a referee captain at the 2000 Sydney Olympic Games. Let me just add that he is a product of Carver High School in Delray Beach, Florida, Palm Beach County, that is. I think he's also a graduate of the Florida A&M University on that hill in Tallahassee. Anyway, from producing thousands of performances at Carnegie Hall and the Kennedy Center, to training soldiers in Liberia, to shaping the future of Olympic Taekwondo in this country, Mr. Harris has built a legacy of discipline, vision, and global impact. He joins us tonight to share his journey, his vision, his insight, and the lessons learned from a life dedicated to service, excellence, and empowerment. Jeremiah, take it away. So Bruce brings back memories, huh?
Yes, that was the Army Band and the chorus.
Tell me about it. First, I want to say thank you, brother, for being here and tonight, and thank you for your patience. John, we've been trying to get Bruce on for the past 3 or 4 weeks, and Denia Strong, whatever she's been doing, have made it impossible to get him on. But anyway, so happy that you're here with us tonight, Bruce. The song was okay, but it's nothing like "Anchors Aweigh, My Boy." Anchors. So, Bruce, tell me, when you hear that song, what comes to mind? What memories does that conjure for you?
I can't remember how many times I was playing in the band when we recorded that, and how many times I produced the band when we did that around the world. So those are the memories I get, having worked with 5 presidents of the United States, each of whom had a soft spot for the military bands in Washington. So it brings back good memories.
Okay. PJ?
Yes. So I heard you've led elite teams in both the military and the arts. If I could ask, what core leadership principles have guided you across such diverse fields?
Well, having grown up in Delray Beach, Florida, going to Carver High School, and not Florida A&M, but to Princeton University.
Princeton, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I graduated at the age of 16. So I had a lot of people that nurtured and guided me during my high school years. And what I learned from them was never say that you can't do something. If you say you can't, you won't. So one thing I would say to anyone, especially the youngsters that are on tonight who are doing a magnificent job, set goals for yourself and do the work that it takes to get to them. Never look back, never look down, never doubt yourself. Always pull yourself up and be positive. And if you ever get to a leadership position, I would say everyone has value, and the last thing you want to do is put someone else down. It doesn't make you bigger, and it doesn't help them to grow. So those are some of the principles that I learned at a very early age, and they've held me in great stead all of my life.
And no, we definitely appreciate you and enlightening, our audience and definitely us as well with that. And I definitely appreciate that. So kind of gonna dove in a little bit in your career, and really in your career as a senior producer for the U.S. Army Band. So you've brought performances to iconic venues like Carnegie Hall and the White House. What did these moments mean to you and to the musicians that you led?
There are 276 musicians in the U.S. Army Band and 7 separate performing groups, from choruses to ceremonial bands to concert band, the herald trumpets that you see on TV with the presidents. As the senior producer, my job was getting all of them to the right place, making sure they had everything that they needed, getting any requests from presidents, first ladies, state secretaries of state that had special requests, and making sure that the organization could fulfill those things. Every musician, I know when I was a young musician, I always dreamt of Carnegie Hall. So I think every musician that's worth their salt, especially if you're a concert musician, you want to perform at Carnegie Hall. And that was one thing that I made happen during my term as the senior producer. And actually, I was the first person of color to be the senior producer of the Army Band. White House presidents knew me by name. I've shared the stage with Bill Clinton playing saxophone as I was singing with the Army Blues Jazz Ensemble, of which I was the vocalist, to playing for state dinners with Schultz, who was a Princeton graduate. It's just, the memories just flood in when I talk about this. So going to Edinburgh, Scotland, which was, they have the world's largest festival, and it consists of music, arts, film, everything. We performed there during my time 8 times in Edinburgh. There was a group from Washington, D.C. that was there this year, 2 months ago, and that brought back lots of memories too. So traveling around the world to premier venues, that's what premier bands do. And the Army Band isn't the only one. The other service bands, including the Navy Band, also do those performances as well, just not as well as us.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And that's really amazing and inspiring to know that you were one of the first Black people to do that. and especially since
The first.
exactly,
Yeah.
and knowing that presidents in the White House knew your name, knew you by name, that's a feat that not a lot of people have.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I remember C-Ron mentioning earlier, you've helped shape the Olympic Taekwondo in the US and abroad. So what role do you think martial arts play in youth development and community building today?
I think youth should always have a dream, and the Olympics has always been a goal that many people around the world aspire to. When I started Taekwondo, I studied in Korea, the home of Taekwondo. When I was stationed there, I was the first coach of the U.S. Army Taekwondo team with some phenomenal athletes that became national champions. And I got a job with the Olympic Committee as the CEO for Taekwondo, having been the senior producer of the Army Band. First, I was there as the training person. So any youth should try to be as physically fit as possible. And Taekwondo is an excellent outlet. It differs from other martial arts because it's 75% kicking and 25% punching. And you know your legs are longer than your arms, so great advantage there. I grew in the role of a referee and became the senior referee in the world. I was the captain of the referees at the 2000 Sydney Olympics, which was the first time Taekwondo was officially in the Olympic Games. And the president of the World Organization called me to his room and said, listen, if Taekwondo does not stay in the Olympic Games because of the performances this year, it's your fault. So make sure the referees do their job. A
lot of pressure, yeah.
A lot of pressure. But it worked. We're still in the Olympics.
For sure.
That's great.
Wanted to, I know you've mentioned you've been all over the world, and so wanted to talk a little bit about your work in Liberia that combined music, military training, and nation building. Can you talk a little bit about your approach and how did you approach creating the Armed Forces Band in a post-conflict environment?
Yes. So Liberia had just stepped out of the Charles Taylor regime with blood diamonds and children soldiers cutting people's arms off. Liberia elected the first woman president in Africa, and she happened to be a graduate of Yale University and knew President Bush. So he called on him to set up a military band like the premier bands in Washington. I happened to be scuba diving in Hawaii when I got a call from the State Department and hung up because I thought it was a crank call. They called back and I answered and they said, this is the Department of State from the United States. You need to listen to this offer. We've selected 20 people for a special mission in Liberia. And your job would be to recruit, vet, and train an Army band for Liberia, just like the band that you were in at the White House. So I said, yes, that was the last continent that I had not visited, was Africa. So I jumped at the opportunity. And over there, Africans have a bad reputation of being less than honest and stealing a lot and not wanting to excel. That's not what I found in Liberia. And as you probably know, Liberia is where back during slavery times, they were sending Black people to Africa from the US. There's a Plymouth Rock in Liberia, in Monrovia. And before I left there, the band that I developed there performed at that place with the president. So we had to teach instruments that some people could play by ear, but none of them read music. But to bring them up to the standard of a military band, the premier bands, I had a year and a half. And actually, when we did the unveiling of the military band, Condoleezza Rice was there, Secretary of State, and I had them doing stuff like FAMU for the very first thing. They opened up with In the Stone and went on to do military marches like we do in Washington. She had tears in her eyes and she sent a handwritten note to me. I never expected to see this in Liberia. What a job. So they're still there now. And also I train the officers in civics and in computer technology. And I've run into some of them who've become colonels now in the armed forces of Liberia around the world.
All right. Well, that's actually really cool. And now, my last question for you. For young people like us, like me, dreaming of careers in music, sports, or public service, what advice would you give about staying disciplined, creative, and purpose-driven?
I would say always dream a big dream and go after that dream. Follow it until you achieve it. Nothing is gained by looking just as far as your nose. Look to the stars, look to the heavens, work towards it, and even if you fail, you will have gone so far. And be true to your goals. Don't let other people dissuade you, turn you around, try to move you from your direction. Dream the dream, know what you want to do, and follow it.
Well, thank you. That's amazing. And I will take that to consideration and take that to heart for sure.
You know, Bruce, thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate you sharing those gems with us tonight. And what's the weather like in Colorado tonight?
Well, today the high was 50 degrees.
50.
Yesterday we had rain.
Yeah, that's pretty good there.
Yeah. So it's about snow time for here.
All right. All right. Well, you know, as you're always welcome here on Community Conversations,
Sure.
but just want to again thank you for being here with us tonight, and we'll see you next time you're back in town.
Sure, and let me congratulate the young people that you have doing this. That's awesome. That's the beginning of a lifelong step up. Keep doing it. I'm proud of all of you.
Good. All right. Well, all right, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Take care.
Absolutely.
Good.
Take care.
So, PJ.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you're not aware that. Well, next week is Turkey Day, huh?
Yes.
I'm not gonna even touch the turkey Oreos and the.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
I won't touch. John, last week they had me going. They had me going last week.
I hate I missed it.
Because listen here, and almost everyone in the studio can attest for this. Mr. Ceron was advocating for turkey flavored Oreos.
Man.
Now just let that sink in. Turkey flavored Oreos.
Anyway, John,
I don't know what to say.
I just got some not too good news. One of my pilots from tomorrow will not be able to make it in, so we're working to try to see if we can get another pilot to. He had mechanical. He's having mechanical issues. But anyway, Brother John, it takes a village to raise children, as you know, and PJ, you know that too. And tonight we're going to spotlight a visionary who's building that village in real time. Dr. Keisha Alande Francis is a founder and principal of the brand new DOTT Academy in Green Acres, Florida. Now, this sister's turned her dream of an alternative educational institution into a reality with the support of business and community partners who believe, John, in her mission. DOTT Academy is breaking barriers. It's one of the only schools in Florida that's built entirely on a competency-based learning model. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on that, PJ. And this is where students advance by mastering skills, not just by moving through grade levels, as we call it here, social promotion. This is a bold, student-centered approach designed to unlock potential and redefine success. Tonight we have Dr. Francis here, as I said, and she's here to share the inspiring news and her vision, behind this groundbreaking school, the journey of bringing it to life, and how she's reshaping education for the next generation. Bring her in, Jeremiah.
Hello.
Hello, Doc. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Excited to be here and to talk to you and the youth. Very excited.
Good. Great having you too. What do you have, PJ?
First off, good evening. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
My question is, what inspired you to create a fully competency-based school, and how did you know Palm Beach County was the right place to launch it?
Well, several factors brought me to this. It's been a professional dream because I am a 20-year educator. I started my career as a speech language pathologist and a literacy coach. I was an administrator. And throughout that time, having the experience of working with different types of students in different districts, I've been also a consultant working around the country. And this experience of working with different students in different types of schools, while we're all trying to do our own thing, we're all struggling with the same thing. And it's really that we are so grade level focused that we are either leaving students behind because the teacher has to move students along. And so we're creating gaps in learning. And the opposite of that is that we have students that are ready to be pushed and they have to also just wait to move. And it's not the teachers, it's not the leaders in education. We have wonderful people with their hearts in the right place in education. It is the system. And with that, I struggled with being in the system that's not allowing our students to move at their own pace. I'm also a mom of 4 and saw this as a parent as well. And so I'm a very big be the change type of person. And so this is where I thought, well, let me bring something to the community that allows families and students to be pushed and reach their full potential.
Well, I'm glad you were able to see it from both perspectives, not as just an educator, but as a parent.
Yeah, definitely. And that's a key piece when you're seeing your own child either struggling or being bored. It just motivates you even more. So it's for every student.
And Doc, continuing in that theme that you alluded to, just about traditional schools and how they typically just move kids along, right? They advance students by their age or their grade level. So how does DOTT Academy's mastery-based approach change the way children experience learning from day to day?
Beautifully, to be honest. So it's DOT Academy. And DOT Academy stands for the Daily Opportunity to Thrive, because that has always been my mission in education. It's not students having to wait till the next assessment in 2 weeks or even at the end of the week. There's always that end of the week assessment, not having to wait till the end of the school year to take the state test, but really that daily opportunity to either fill a gap that allows them to be pushed or to fulfill that highest potential that they come in ready to achieve. And so with that daily opportunity to thrive, we combine this personalized learning. And I've seen this grow in students where I had my new student, and the students track their own learning and their own growth. And so once they've reached a certain level of mastery or they're able to show it, then they just move to the next skill that day. And so this student was working and she says, oh my gosh, I've mastered this. Look, Dr. B, like I've done it this many times, I've mastered it. And I said, okay, well, let's move to the next thing. And she's like, wait, now? I can go to the next skill now? And so just that excitement itself was, even now I'm getting goosebumps, it was so engaging and transformative because she saw the growth in that moment. There's no waiting. And so that personalization, that level of it is amazing. I pair it with real world skills and real world learning. And so we are consistently making the connection, not just to the skill that they're learning, but what it can lead to in the future. What does it grow to? What is the purpose of learning the skill? And so with that engagement also excites students. And then finally, they have a choice in their learning. So they're able to show me just a couple of days ago, I had a student who was wanted to show me the skill of writing a narrative in the form of writing a play. And her and the other student, two of them were working on that skill. They wrote a play together. They produced the play and performed in the play. And then today we had an audience of family and community members come in and they performed in front of them. And the beauty of that is my one little girl was like, oh, Dr. B, I could never do something like that. And I said to her, you just have to take the opportunity to do it. And today she shined and she's just like, I can be an actress. I can do this. It was just amazing. And so all of those pieces together provide that daily opportunity to thrive.
That's why you're smiling, PJ. You heard the word play and you just lit up.
You had me hooked. You got me.
That was a lean in. I saw the lean in.
I am an actor myself, so anytime I hear anything about theater or plays, I immediately just like perk up, and I'm just like, oh, I'm listening now. I mean, I was listening before, but now I'm listening even more.
Locked in.
And I'm a theater mom, so I love it. I love the whole
Yeah, so is my mom. She adores that I do theater.
Definitely. It just can bring out so much in kids. I love it.
Yeah. And you emphasized earlier about real life skills, like for examples like building sustainable gardens and planning community events. So how do these hands-on experiences prepare students for life beyond the classroom?
Well, it really provides purpose. In that learning, it provides purpose where you can see where that skill will take you to, where it will grow, how it will pair to your real life experiences. It sets that purpose for students. And so within that learning, that mastery learning, they really can see how it scaffolds, right? So I learned the skill at this level, but then my level of thinking goes to this level and it continues to build until I see how it actually applies to real life. And so with that connection and exposure, because the intention is really to ensure that there's exposure to a variety of real life things. I have theater, I have a theater teacher that comes in. I have a teacher teaching them the ukulele. I have a teacher teaching them storytelling. I'm going to bring in sewing, sculpting, debate at that level. And so this exposure of all these real world experiences continues to make that connection to the learning. And so that's where it's the purpose.
I might need you to come and give
I know this.
Dreyfus. We need some of that at Dreyfus School of Art.
That's the intention, to just take over the world and have everybody do it like this.
And I can
would love it.
tell. And yeah, to PJ's point, I can tell that you're super passionate about it, and it, exudes through just the way that you talk about it. And so I think that just when you think of education, just having the right people in these positions that are passionate, care about students, love learning, wanting to impart different experiences and knowledge on their students. So I love everything that you said. And so when you're thinking long-term, kind of what is your long-term vision for Dot Academy? And do you see this model of basically competency-based learning, do you see this model expanding across Florida or even nationally as sort of kind of this new blueprint for education, instead of kind of the old way of doing things? And so what's your thought on that, and just what do you see long-term for Dot Academy?
Definitely, that again is the intention, to ensure that the perspective of being able to do it differently, to come out of the system. And that's really my intention, to say this can be offered to the community, to families, to see how students are growing, how it's making an impact, so that it then transforms into how we do things, the new way we do things. Because honestly, the traditional system was set for that industrial world, right? Everybody's at a grade level, everyone's moving up, right? Based on that age. But our times are different, our kids are different, society is different. And so we have to re-envision what it looks like, so that we are ensuring that we're not just meeting students' needs, but we're putting them prepared. We're making sure they're prepared to be in this society and to be successful in the community that we are currently in. And so I would, I welcome the opportunity to talk about it as much as I can, and in the future to allow schools and teachers to come in and to see it, and just to build it so that every child has the opportunity to learn this way.
All right. Well, that is amazing. And I really hope that that happens in the near future before I graduate from Dreyfus, hopefully. We did hear about multiple stories of some of your students, and how their love for learning at Dot Academy blossomed and grew. So what other stories have you seen that show the impact of this model on families?
It's honestly my biggest piece that I've gotten from parents is the shift they've seen in their child in regards to they now love to learn. And for me, that is the spirit that I am trying to enrich, because I want, I believe that through education, we can solve all the problems of the world, right? Through that knowledge. And so I want students to have this hunger for knowledge, to love to learn, and to see that when learning happens in this way, they can love learning. And so that has been the biggest compliment. I have a kindergartner, a 5-year-old student, and their parent has said to me, before this, now imagine, prior to being in a preschool level, the little girl loved going to school for social aspects, but this is the first time that she's expressed learning, loving to learn. And so for me, I'm thinking, wow, that's crazy, because you think of pre-K, all you're doing is playing, right? All you're doing is playing. So how is that possible? But that's really what happens. It's such a shift that you see it even at that small level. It's been amazing.
You know, Doc, we're getting quite a few texts back here, and even some calls saying that how can they get you? How can we get her to come to our school? I keep telling them, you don't need to go to their school. They need to come to your school.
That's right. Yeah.
If someone's trying to get their child into your school or even to work for you, how do we get in touch with you?
Well, we do have a website, .academy.com, where you can complete a form, a communication form. You can come visit the school. I will get back to you personally. I'm very hands-on and in touch with my families and my students. You will hear from me directly. I'd love for anyone to come and visit, see how we're doing. And I'm on every platform as well. Instagram, Facebook. Please DM, reach out, call. I love to hear from everyone.
You're on mute, good brother. Come on.
Every time.
You know, Doc, we're just so happy that you had a chance to hang out with us tonight on a Friday night. And anytime, whenever you have something to put out, just let us know, and we'd be more than happy to give you the platform. Again, this back. If you have, John, you know what? If you have some students who have an interest in broadcast communication or journalism, this is the ideal platform for them.
Wonderful. I was hoping you'd say that. I was like, I don't want to put it out there, but I hope they offer, because what this group of young people are doing on this platform, it has been a joy to watch this broadcast tonight.
I wouldn't say that too much. I wouldn't say that, because they're gonna want more money. They're gonna want.
They deserve it. No, I'm kidding.
We have a gag every time he holds us past 8. He owes us $1,000 for each minute.
You can hype that up a little bit. You guys are doing amazing.
You can't blow their heads up too much, right? We gotta keep them humble. We gotta keep them poor. We can't. Yeah, we can't.
But Doc, we'll definitely be speaking offline. There's so many things that we as a mentoring program are doing here in the community that we would love to engage your babies. So in the coming week after the holiday, I'll be in touch with you so we can further this dialogue. Okay.
All right, I would love it. Thank you so much for having me. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the Oreo.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Take care now.
Take care.
So, Brother John, they say Murphy's Law, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. Man, just got word that one of our pilots who is supposed to be at the air show tomorrow, he is having technical issues. So my people are out now calling around, trying to see if we can get another small plane to come in to fill in for that. And the building is empty. You can hear in the background the fire alarm going off. Went back out there to get the guy, get our guest for tonight, and he's not here. The building is empty, so I'm the only one in the building, locked in a room right now. So, which means, guess what? I get to save my money tonight, because we won't go over, since it's only 8:05. Deny is the reason why we went over. So, anyway, well, brother man, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Man, I'm gonna head home for a little bit. So, now that I'm up in the Carolinas, it's only a 2-hour drive.
2-hour drive for you, yeah.
So be able to see the parentals and watch a little football. So
yeah, what about you, PJ?
I plan to eat good. That's the plan. And I am gonna volunteer on Monday and Tuesday at the EJS Thanksgiving Drive.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting to see if you're going to say you're going to give back.
Well, of course I'm giving back.
There you go.
Me and my mama.
There you go. someone said it earlier, John. I'm going to be making the rounds, one plate, one home, one story at a time.
Yeah. Stopping and just collecting plates.
There you go, collecting plates. And speaking of which, Jeremiah, it's time for me to get back to my root beer or ginger beer. So why don't you take us out of here, Jeremiah? So, Brother John, I'll see you next week. And
Likewise,
PJ, you do good as well, brother. Keep it up.
Right, you too.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night.
And good night, folks. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
Well, it's past 8. So
Yeah, so you do owe us, Mrs. Seymour.
Yeah.
You do. You thought you're off the hook. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's about like $1 million now. So gotta pay your debt, bro.
$1 million.
This isn't the 13 colonies anymore where you can just go to Georgia and repay your debt. You gotta do it right now or you get punished. But we're gonna pause on that for now. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Welcome to Community Conversations, the podcast powered by youth, built for truth, and here to shake up your news feed. And we're not here to scare you, okay? We're not here to scare you. We're not here to tell you what to think. We're here to drop facts, speak ideas, and make your voice get heard. From the classrooms to courtrooms, TikTok trends. Hey, you better not. 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 To global movements, we're connecting the next generation to the stories that actually matter, not 6-7. If it's relevant, we're on it. If it's youth-led, we're amplifying it. So plug in and see the world through a fresh lens. Oh, God. Please, okay?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Okay, stop the scroll and cue the confetti because we've got a few birthday shout outs that's about to light up the mic. A special hello and happy birthday to
Gregory Kirkwood,
Cameron Marshall,
Robert
Press Switch.
Yeah, I think it's Pressford. Sorry if we pronounce your name wrong. Sorry, but
Virginia Herring,
and Kevin Coppin. Whether you're celebrating with cake, crew, or just catching a vibe solo, we're sending you all the love, laughter, and legendary energy you deserve. From your fam here at Community Conversations, we hope your week is full of good news, great music, and moments that make you feel unstoppable.
Got a birthday coming up? Know someone who's celebrating this week? Don't keep it quiet. Let us hype it up. Here at Community Conversations, we're all about giving props where they're due. If you know someone or you are that someone who wants a birthday shout out on the pod, hit us up. Text 855-KOPMN91 or email kopcommunityconversations@gmail.com. Don't forget that S.
Please.
Conversations. And here's the sweet part. Literally. You might just score a free smoothie or shake from our friends at Sweet Life Nutrition in Riviera Beach. That's right. Good vibes and good flavor. So go ahead, spread that word and send that name. And let us celebrate you the only way Community Conversations can. Youth powered, celebration approved. Let's go.
Hello, Community Conversations gang. Greeting from Mount Joseph Primary in St. Mary, Jamaica. We love watching you.
Don't we all wish we had moves like that?
Wait. When oh my god, the camera zoom in. That's what got me there. Oh my god.
It was spot on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tonight's show is powered by Pure Brilliance, written and produced by the unstoppable Abigail Glorianne. That's me. An 8th grade dynamo with vision, voice, and serious creative chops. I'm not just about making waves. I'm about setting the stage, from concept to final clip. Abigail Glorianne has poured heart, hustle, and high-level storytelling into every moment of today's production.
Tonight's episode of Community Conversations is looking hot. And that's thanks to our behind-the-scenes superstar who cut off everybody early for some odd reason again. The one and only Jeremiah, who we're going to blame now since Denaya's not here today. So, he's not just our cinematographer and engineer. He's a proud product of Dr. Juan Garcia High School. And he's bringing that excellence straight to the soundboard and screen. From camera angles to crisp audio, Jeremiah's got it locked down. So, while you're vibing with the voices on the mic, just know, magic wouldn't happen without him. Alright? Magic would never happen without him, alright? Trust me, alright? So, want to catch past episodes and see more youth-powered brilliance? Head over to YouTube and type KOP Mentoring Network. I know some of y'all that be putting KOP only, and then it's just random stuff about whatever and whatever. Put KOP Mentoring Network in the search bar. Trust us, you want to binge watch every drop of wisdom, creativity, and community fire we've been serving. My apologies. Big love to Jeremiah and all the young legends making this show shine.
And shining we are. So, do you have something to say? Want a shout out? A question answered? Or just need to drop a little love on the pod because you know we need it? Hit us up on our toll-free line at 855-KOP-MN91. That's right. The call's on us, so don't hold back. Whether you're vibing with the show, repping your school, or just want to hear your voice on air, we're here for it. This is your podcast, powered by youth, and we want to hear from you.
Before we go, shout outs to our Community Conversations classrooms.
And a kidness high five to Miss Webster's Roadrunners at Forest Road in LaGrange Park, Illinois.
Miss Benner's Barking Bulldogs at Meade Middle School in Meade, Colorado. I think it's Meade.
Mr. Rodriguez Thunderbirds at Tolson in Tucson, Arizona.
and Mrs. Weddington's Lions at Lincoln Middle School in Indianapolis, Indiana.
From courtside saints to country stars, or as PJ would say, AI country stars, caption screens to ancient skulls, and a farewell to a forest hero. This has been Community Conversations, where youth voices meet legacy status. Stay curious, stay kind, and keep the mic hot. We are so grateful you spent time with us, and we cannot wait to have you back next week for another round of inspiring updates, local wins, and global youth movements that matter. And maybe a little mischief too.
From all of us behind the mic and behind the scenes, we thank you for listening, sharing, and believing in the power of young people. Stay safe, stay curious, and enjoy your weekends to the fullest. Until next time, keep the conversation going.
Thank you for tuning in for another amazing rendition of Community Conversations. If you like what you saw tonight, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing with friends, families, and even acquaintances. Be sure to tune back next week for another amazing edition of Community Conversation.